19s, 20s music this time around. If you have any song requests, if I have it, it might take me a minute to find it if I do, but I'll play it for you. It's probably gonna be mostly foxtrots, maybe some ragtime. Box. And this next one was pretty popular, and evidently this roll was loved. It needed some edge repair, but the big thing about it is that up until the music starts, the whole right edge is partially non-existent. And the box needed some work too. But it's a very nice arrangement. Connerized in the 20s, they did a lot of really good arranging. And they're known for, well, most of the time at least, being high quality. I have some of their rolls that made some pretty terrible paper. I don't play them that often, mostly because of that. Oh yeah, and hello to camera things. really the only popular music from a Connerized roll I've ever really liked. Okay. Alright, next up is a US roll of Bye Bye Blackbird. It's played by Robert Billings and Dixon Henderson. There's the label, in case you didn't want to see that. You probably do. This roll was a huge pain to repair. It was in a lot that had sat in a house for like 11 years. And there was also a piano there, but the piano was out on the porch. So who knows what the bridges and stuff look like. But this roll had tons of edge damage. The leader needed some repairs, and it still doesn't play quite perfectly, and I might have to touch up on the holes to keep it in line. The edges are dodgy, but alright. It's a good arrangement nonetheless. because I like the ending, and I think in terms of musical theory, the chords are really interesting. Yes, I have one. I can't remember which one it is. It's yeah. It would the edges. I was just playing through it to see if I could just look at how it was overall. And for some reason there were like these. Someone tried to repair it, and there were big spots of paper in the middle of it, and it would mess up. It would like lump all over the place. Plus the edges were shredded. But I mean, it's not. It wasn't to the point where it would literally fall apart if I try to stop it. But yes, I have had them switch keys multiple times. Okay. A lot of you probably know this song too. This is Charlie My Boy. Again, a U.S. roll. This one, this one's by Lee Sims. It's pretty popular. This one actually didn't, well, it needed some edge repair, but that was about it. The Foxtrot rolls, they have some of these U.S. rolls, because of how heavily they've been used and how long they are for this size of a spool, they don't track perfectly all the time, so little disclaimer there. So I play through all of the rolls that I get, and I have not, unfortunately, seen my eyes on the Sparrow. The Orange Blossom Special Music roll. Is that a QRS roll? I don't have one that's that name, but I do have one that's Magnolia. I do have a QRS roll. It's a Bluebird Ballads one. It's Magnolia Blossoms. But I haven't seen Orange Blossoms before. So let me know if you want to hear that one. Okay. Let's see. All right. This was a. All right, we'll do. All right, do Magnolia Blossoms. It is. I have a lot of QRS rolls. It might take me a second to find it. Okay, where? I can't. Where'd it go? I have no idea. I don't know. I genuinely don't know where it went. It might be somewhere else. We'll go with Me and My Shadow. Me and My Shadow was a really popular piece. Maybe I'll spot it. I don't know. I couldn't find it though. I did just do some rearranging in my collection, separating ones that I don't usually play that much for selling, and then actually keeping the ones I play a lot. So maybe I'll see it. No guarantees though. flattered that somebody would want to donate to me. At the moment, I haven't set anything up to do that, but maybe I should in case somebody does want to. I'll look into it. The muskrat brand. Oh, I think I do have that one. Let me see here. I gotta find it. Yep, there it is. Yes, I can play the Muskrat Ramble for you. Apparently somebody liked it. I mean, you know, a bit beat up, used, but yes, I can play the Muskrat Ramble for you. I think it had some water damage. It's a little crinkly. That is a nice one. I guess I didn't really do that much of it. A lot of the 40s rolls that this was made in, I don't like them that much because they take basic compositions and, well, like the Maple Leaf Rag, for example, they add a bunch of weird syncopation. I actually like that one, so thank you for bringing that one to light. Okay. Okay, so I have 2 rolls of the Beer Barrel Polka. And they both have the same number. They're both QRS rolls, but they're 2 different arrangements. Which I think that QRS has some explaining to do about that. But yeah, the other I'll play both versions for you. So this is the one that I think is less common, but I'll show you the more common one. okay, the two different. I didn't know are all three versions. Yeah, High Babbitt and the Late Race. I have this one. This is J. Lawrence Cook. And then the other one I think is High Babbitt, but again I gotta get it. But those are the only two versions I have. And don't worry, Russ, I'll gladly play this for your birthday. Yeah, the one I have here this is High Babbitt. This one's already on my channel. It's at the end of the 5 songs you've heard, don't know the name of. Maybe I shouldn't have posted the whole thing because that video was like almost a half hour long. But I hope somebody enjoyed it at least. Yeah, this one's definitely newer. It's probably from the 70s, and the tabs all crinkled and everything. There's a tiny tear there, but it plays just as it did when it was new, so that's good. Now I've seen people be a lot rougher on these things, and they're not even this old. Well, I don't know if he'll be able. It's around that time of the year where things get really busy, so I don't know about in person, but I could definitely set it on. It's on 30. Okay, it's on December 31st. On December 31st, hopefully I can remember, and I'll post a video of both versions, and I'll mention in the description that it was one of my viewers. It was their birthday, so I'll do that. All right, I have this QRS roll. It's a QRS Celebrity Series roll. It's The Entertainer, played by Maxim Morris. Depends on what you call archived. I mean, of course, I have the videos on YouTube, but besides that, it's not like I'm downloading things onto a CD or anything. So I guess the answer to your question about archiving my performances, I guess the answer is probably no. Again, it depends on what you call archived. All right, so this arrangement, it's really clunky. Like it's all the notes are like staccato, so I have to add a lot of sustain to make it sound more like the original. It's not my favorite arrangement, but it's the best one that I have, also the only one that I have. But anyway, I hope you enjoy it. and the Maximor plate entertainer. I don't think that the sustained perforations are very tiny and they barely do anything. So I don't think that that part of the performance was actually recorded properly, unless that really was how he did it. Either way, it sounds better with more sustain. Trust me, I've listened to it without. It's kind of annoying and pointy. Alright, now I know a lot of people tend to dislike these marimba waltzes, but this is we're talking about 1920s music here. This is it's also 1910s. This roll is made in the 1920s though. So, it's Till We Meet Again, played by Ted Baxter and Max Courtlander. It was a popular World War I song, so it was like going off to war, hoping to see their sweethearts again someday. Sadly, that wasn't always what happened. Hobby time with. Wait, so. Or was it somebody else? Hold on, I gotta check something here real quick. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. I'm checking something. Yeah, it's Hobby Time with Luke. You mentioned to me about a 65 note roll you thought might be for my simplex. You said it was a virtuoso roll. I have it right here. I have my version of it right here. It's you mentioned pins on the ends, and it said virtuoso. This is a standard 65 note roll, and you weren't sure if it was for my push-up or if it was just a normal 65 note roll. But even if it isn't, I'm glad to hear what you have to say. Oh, that's nice. It's exactly like mine. Ain't misbehaving. Let me see. I think I remember. reading that title some. I'm pretty sure I have it. Just let me look for a second. I'm afraid I do not. It must have been at my friend's. He has a roll with that song on it. That must have been where I read it. I'm sorry, I don't have it. Here. Well, we'll play one. We'll play another 1920s hit. It Had to Be You. This is one of the first rolls. Oh, I gotta put this one. This was one of the first rolls that I ever got, which was about a year and a half ago. Yeah, more like 14, 15 months ago. I went to the antique store with my grandmother looking for piano rolls. This was before I even had a piano. I already had an interest in it, and it was a box of 16, and this was one of them. And I wonder why it was such a hit. Created by Lena. Yeah, I'll look into that song. I can't guarantee the best results. I'm very new to piano roll arranging. I can find the notes. I made a wooden bar with all the notes listed on it and all the where they go on the roll. But rhythm is a whole other thing. But I'll try it. I haven't had much practice either. But yeah, I'll look into that song and I'll try to make it. I'll at least try to make an arrangement for you. All right, a lot of you. This song might be. I don't know. I don't look into the history of particular songs quite that much, but "Home on the Range." I'm sure you've heard of it. This roll was made around 1920. Most rolls were made during the 20s. So the same for all player pianos. The weird thing is that my piano, the company that made this company existed from 1900 to 1904, but it looks like any other player piano from the 1920s. It's got all the same hardware and everything, so I don't know what happened to the serial number. Also, my Simplex piano player piano, that's tongue twister, but I actually couldn't find the company that made it was either Theodore Brown or Brown and Simpson, and neither of those companies had 5-digit serial numbers because they only existed, I think they were in connection with each other, but they only existed until 1910, and they only got to 4-digit serial numbers. But I think it was probably made in like 1905 or 1906 because that's the newest patent date, because it has a little plaque just like this one. All right. No, what's the tempo again? I forgot. 75. Okay. Well, we got 5 minutes left. Now, I might stray from 1920s music here, but I have a pretty, well, no, it's not really straying from it. We got it's a lot of 1920s music. I think I may have played it before in a previous live stream, but it's a nice one, and I think it would be nice to go out with it. So this is indeed the last roll. Let's see here. Previous live stream. This is indeed the last roll. Let's see here. Previous live stream. This is indeed the last roll. Let's see here. Previous live stream. This is indeed the last roll. Let's see here. Wait a second. Oh, it's still going. Previous live stream. This is indeed the last roll. Let's see here. Wait a second. Bit of a predicament. Oh, it's still going. It keeps repeating the last thing I said in the last one. Yeah, this thing it's glitched out. What is going on? How do I stop it? It's just stuck. I don't want to delete the video because it's gonna get reposted. Yeah, it won't let me stop it. I'm just gonna try to shut off the phone. Thanks for watching. I don't know, I already said that. Alright, turning it off.